What's up, everybody? Matt Dawkins here with Dawkins Media Company. Welcome to another episode. Today, we're talking about the top 10 trends in social media marketing for 2023. So, as I said, my name is Matt Dawkins. I own Dawkins Media Company. We work with chiropractors and fitness professionals and health-minded leaders, helping them to grow their influence on social media so that they're not only does their influence grow, their business grows, their practice grows, their impact grows, and everybody wins. So that's what we do, and we thoroughly enjoy it. And so today, I'm encouraged by the trends I'm going to share with you guys, but these are not trends we came up with. We're curators. We love to go and hunt and find information that is relevant, that makes sense, not just to us in the way that we do things, but to our clients and their patients or their clients that they work with. And so we've stumbled upon the top 10 social media trends of 2023 put out there by HubSpot. And if HubSpot is not an authority or an expert on the topic, then nobody is. So with nothing more than just maybe brand awareness for them, no dog in the fight inside of these trends for HubSpot, there's no reason for them to skew the data. And so we're really excited just to kind of go down this list and try to do it in about 10 minutes. We got 8.5 minutes left, so let's not waste any more time. Let's get into the trends, and we'll unpack each one as we go over them. So number one trend, 2023, is that brands with an engaged social media company are going to win in 2023. Brands with an engaged social media company are going to win in 2023. Here's what that means. A business, a practice, an organization that's willing to join in on the conversation with 3.9 billion people all over the planet and not just push content, but actually have conversations on social media. Those are going to be the companies that succeed in 2023. That's number one. Number two, social media is the future of e-commerce. If you've been on Instagram lately, which is the platform with the most engagement that will be the best platform to be on in 2023, there are countless businesses that have begun this year that only exist on Instagram. Maybe they're with the assistance of Shopify. They have a product or they have a service that they're selling, but they're only using Instagram to do that. Some companies also use other platforms, but they don't have a brick and mortar. Maybe they have a warehouse if they've gotten to that point where they are able to use that for distribution, but all their marketing efforts, all of their sales, everything is being driven through social media. And any business can benefit from selling through social media. That's just reality, all right? So that's number two. Social media is the future of e-commerce. That's number two trend. Number three, consumers slide into brands' DMs for customer service. So what does that mean for us, for our business, our practice? Like I said before, we're not just pushing content. We're willing to have a conversation. You got to realize that if you're doing a good job as a brand on social media, you're going to elicit feedback, conversation, questions, reviews, positive and negative, that people are going to come to you in personal messages and direct messages, and they're going to be asking questions. They're going to be looking for feedback. And so what do you have to do in 2023? You got to be looking for those comments, looking for those DMs, and willing to reply. And most social platforms are actually going to track the amount of time it takes for you to respond to that customer, to that client. Number four, search engines lose steam as consumers turn to social search. All right. So where we used to lean on Google, there's still a heavy lean on Google. There's still a lot of people that are going to go to Google first. But as millennials rise, as generations continue to come up, more and more, we're putting our vote of confidence into a business or a brand based on their presence on social media, on Facebook, on Instagram, on TikTok, that's funny, dating myself. TikTok, my dad would say TikTok. On TikTok, on like I said, Snapchat, on YouTube, right? The authority, the vote of confidence is coming through social first. For anyone that, I'm 38, for anyone that's my age or younger, more and more authority is being given to a social presence versus your website or your brick and mortar. So make sure you're present there. Number five, influencer marketers ditch celebrities for micro influencers, right? So there's less of a look to the celebrity and more of a look to the average Joe, because the reality is you don't have to have a platform before you get to social media anymore. You just have to know how to play the game and play the algorithm to grow. You just have to have the personality and the gifting. You don't have to have the pedigree. How cool is that? That your customer that just walked through your door could be the absolute best person to put out front, to make famous, to build your product or service. You don't need the person who's going to charge you $10,000 to put a post out there. You can use the people who are already using your product or service, make them famous, and grow your business. Number 6, short form video is the highest ROI format and will see the most growth of any trend in 2023. So you gotta know, there was a time, even on Instagram, where IGTV was everything. And it was about having videos that were longer than a minute and up to 10 or 15 minutes. That's where the gold was. That's where the engagement was. Well, look how it shifted in 2023. Now I don't have to get in front of a camera so long. I can spend less time in front of a camera and just focus on the quality of the content that I'm putting across. And it can make all the difference, right? So what are we looking for? We're looking for relatable, if possible, funny, thinking about your audience, thinking about your avatar, your specific person. If you haven't taken time to think about the specific kind of person that you want to reach, man, all your marketing efforts should be going to that specific person. You don't have to reach the world, just your world. And you get to define the parameters. So, and you can do it in 7 to 15 seconds at a time. It's called Instagram Reels, all right? Now YouTube has shorts. We're looking for videos that are less than a minute. We're exploring that now, and we're seeing positive results. So next, and we've already hit on this a little bit, funny, trendy, and relatable content will stand out in 2023. I know if you come from a professional background, it can be very challenging to sort of let yourself off the hook from your, I need this to be polished, I need this to be serious, I need to be educated, I need to be a teacher, I need to be on topic. And the reality is, anytime you're willing to be a little funny, and what we call break the fourth wall, get inside the virtual digital turf of your audience, your customer, your client, your patient, and to be able to speak in a way that they speak. This is kind of like what Jesus did, right? When he told parables, he was telling stories that he knew his audience would understand. You as a business owner have the same opportunity to break that wall, break down that barrier, and actually relate and connect with the people that you want to serve, right? And so if you can do it in a way that's funny, if you can do it in a way that's trendy, right? And that's just called paying attention to what's going on in the world, and make it relatable to your audience, not to everybody, but to your audience, man, it could tremendously impact your business positively. Number 8, Instagram is the highest ROI platform. We already talked about this, and we'll see the most growth of any social app in 2023. So I talk with docs all the time to say, Matt, I get way more engagement on Facebook than I do on Instagram, so I'm going to stick with Facebook. And you know, how long did it take you, Doc, to get that influence on Facebook? Probably years and years and years and years. Give yourself at least months to build the engagement up on Instagram, and you might just tap into a new audience, a new crop of folks that want to take advantage of your product or service. They haven't met you yet, right? Your mom is going to like every post on Facebook. Well, she's not on Instagram yet, and so maybe you can tap into a new audience on Instagram. The trends are saying if you're not on Instagram, you're missing out on the highest ROI platform that's out there. All right. Number 9. Social budgets will be put under the microscope. One second. I don't know how to get away from that. Oh, yeah, I do. There we go. Social budgets will be put under the microscope, but marketers are staying optimistic. So people want to know how much you're spending on your marketing efforts, right? People want to know because people want to know, right? And I've heard people say that the business is able to spend the most amount of money to acquire a new customer wins. The business is able to spend the most amount of money to acquire a new customer wins. And that is the game we've played for decades. And now we're talking about, look at this opportunity right in front of us that literally is just going to cost us a little bit of time, not necessarily any money at all. We can do all of this for free, right? If you're wise and your business is at a certain point, you find the right person that can do it on behalf of your brand, right? But marketers are staying optimistic, right? So are ads working like they used to? No, the truth is they're not. They're costing more per click. You're having to spend more money to acquire a client on the platforms that used to feel like you were paying pennies on the dollar. Now tend to feel like you're spending a little bit more per click. And I know we work with chiropractors who've done it themselves and not seen the success they wanted to see. And what we're saying now is you find the stories, you find the humorous, relatable content, you find 7 to 15 seconds a day to create it and put it out there. Don't just push content, but start a conversation. It can make all the difference for your practice. Number 10, last one, resharing the same content across platforms won't fly in 2023. Now, this is where I am going to say, on behalf of those that are doing social yourself, done is better than perfect. Done is better than perfect. Can we optimize? Yes, absolutely we can optimize. But if you're pressed for time and you're looking for opportunities to get bang for your buck, a presence may not be as good as a strong presence, but it is better than no presence. But as we're looking at the trends, and this is the truth about the algorithms, this is TikTok to Instagram to YouTube to Facebook, when we copy and paste content, somehow the algorithm knows. It just knows. So if there's a way for you to use content indigenously, natively to each platform, again, if you got somebody that can do that, has the time to do that, it is beneficial, but done is better than perfect. So this was 10 of the top trends in 2023 when it comes to social media. Hopefully this was helpful for you. If you like content like this, we're going to keep putting it out there because we enjoy talking about it. Like this video, subscribe to this channel. I think we're up to 4 subscribers now, so you could be one of the elite few getting some rich content almost daily. If we can help you any further, feel free to email caffeine@dawkinsmediaco.com with questions that you'd like to be answered, or go to dawkinsmedia.com and book a consultation. Talk about how Dawkins Media Company could be a good fit for yours. And if we don't see you there, we'll see you on the next episode. Later, y'all.